In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose 8 frozen and fresh vegetable brands hiding recalls, contamination risks, and safety failures behind their colorful packaging and wholesome promises. Plus, I'll reveal the 4 brands that actually deliver clean vegetables without the safety concerns. Stay until the end, because number 4 will change how you shop the produce aisle forever. Let's start with what's sitting in your freezer and refrigerator right now. 8. Signature Farms. Starting at number 8, Signature Farms appears in supermarket freezer sections as a reliable store brand. But recent history tells a more cautious story. This private label brand was included in a recall involving potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination, a bacteria that poses particularly serious risks for older adults. What makes this concerning is that Listeria can survive and even multiply in refrigerated conditions where most bacteria can't thrive. For those of us over 45, this isn't just another recall notice to scroll past. Our immune systems don't bounce back the way they did in our 20s and 30s, making foodborne illness more than just an unpleasant inconvenience. The presence of Listeria in vegetable products is especially problematic because many people consume these items without additional cooking, trusting that frozen or packaged vegetables are ready to use straight from the bag. When a brand ends up on FDA recall lists, it reveals gaps in safety protocols during processing or handling. Signature Farms may offer convenient pricing as a store brand, but the convenience carries questions about the supply chain oversight that protects your family's health. For older adults managing existing health conditions or taking medications that affect immunity, even low-risk contamination becomes a legitimate concern worth avoiding. 7. Trader Joe's. At number 7, Trader Joe's has built a devoted following based on unique products and a friendly shopping experience. But their private label vegetables recently appeared on the same recall list as Signature Farms. The recall involved potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination in products supplied by Growers Express. What's particularly disappointing here is the trust factor. Many shoppers choose Trader Joe's specifically because they believe the store maintains higher standards than conventional supermarkets. When that trust meets a recall notice, it creates a jarring disconnect between perception and reality. For older adults who have made Trader Joe's part of their weekly routine, this recall serves as a reminder that even beloved brands aren't immune to supply chain failures. Listeria contamination in ready-to-eat vegetables means the bacteria could end up directly on your dinner plate if the product isn't thoroughly cooked. The FDA recall listing confirms that Trader Joe's branded items were among those affected, proving that friendly branding and unique products don't automatically translate to superior food safety. The issue isn't necessarily with Trader Joe's alone, but with the complex web of suppliers and processors that even trusted retailers depend on. Still, when you're filling your cart with vegetables meant to support your health, a brand with recent contamination concerns deserves serious reconsideration. 6. Green Giant Fresh. Moving to number 6, Green Giant Fresh carries one of the most recognized names in American vegetables, a brand many of us grew up with and trusted for decades. That's exactly what makes this recall so unsettling. The FDA posted a recall announcement for Green Giant Fresh products due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. When an iconic brand with generational recognition ends up on recall lists, it challenges everything we thought we knew about food safety and brand reliability. The Green Giant name evokes childhood memories of vegetables on the dinner table, weekend grocery shopping with our parents, and commercials featuring that friendly giant character. For older adults especially, there's comfort in reaching for brands we've known our entire lives. Unfortunately, nostalgia doesn't protect against modern supply chain vulnerabilities. The recall involved fresh vegetable products processed by Growers Express, revealing that even established brands now rely on third-party processors whose safety standards may not match the quality consumers expect from a trusted name. Listeria contamination isn't a minor inconvenience. For adults managing diabetes, heart conditions, or other age-related health issues, foodborne illness can trigger serious complications requiring hospitalization. When a brand with Green Giant's history appears on FDA recall notices, it's a stark reminder that legacy names no longer guarantee the safety standards they once represented. 5. Fresh Express. At number 5, Fresh Express dominates the packaged salad aisle with its ubiquitous presence in virtually every grocery store across America. This convenience giant faced a recall due to possible Listeria monocytogenes contamination, affecting multiple products under both the Fresh Express brand and various private labels. What makes this particularly concerning is the sheer market reach. Fresh Express products appear under different names at different stores, meaning contamination risk extended across numerous retailers simultaneously. The recall notice lists multiple affected brands including Bowl & Basket, Giant Eagle, Market Side, and others, all processed in Fresh Express facilities. For older adults trying to eat more salads and fresh vegetables for heart health and weight management, discovering that your convenient pre-washed greens carried contamination risk feels like a betrayal of trust. These packaged salads market themselves as healthy shortcuts, perfect for people who want nutritious meals without extensive preparation. The reality of Listeria contamination means those time-saving bags could have introduced serious health risks instead of the promised nutrition. Fresh Express built an empire on convenience, but this recall reveals the vulnerability inherent in centralized processing. When one facility has problems, those problems spread across multiple brands and countless stores, putting millions of consumers at risk before anyone realizes there's an issue. 4. Dole approaching our top concerns at number 4. Dole represents another American institution with recognition spanning generations. The FDA posted recall announcements for Dole fresh vegetables involving packaged salads processed at specified facilities due to possible Listeria monocytogenes contamination. The recall extended beyond just Dole-branded products to include Ahold, Kroger, Lidl, and other store brands, demonstrating how interconnected our food supply has become. What's particularly troubling about Dole's recall is the scale and scope. This isn't a small regional issue, but a major producer whose products reach virtually every corner of the country. For older adults who remember when Dole meant trusted quality in pineapples and bananas, seeing the name on contamination recall lists feels like watching another reliable institution crumble. Dole salads appear in hospital cafeterias, senior living facilities, and countless home refrigerators precisely because people trust the brand. That trust makes contamination risk even more insidious. Consumers don't scrutinize products from brands they've relied on for decades, which means potentially contaminated salads likely made it onto plates before the recall reached public awareness. Listeria poses heightened risks for older adults, potentially causing severe illness requiring medical intervention. When a brand with Dole's stature appears on FDA recall notices, it underscores that size and history provide no immunity from modern food safety failures. 3. Mann Packing. Claiming the number 3 spot, Mann Packing issued a voluntary recall of various vegetable products due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. The FDA recall summary lists brand names as Mann and various private labels, meaning that contamination risk spread across multiple products that consumers wouldn't necessarily recognize as coming from the same source. This hidden connection between different store brands and a single processor creates a food safety vulnerability that most shoppers never consider. Manafui. Packing supplies vegetables under their own brand and numerous store labels, making it difficult for consumers to track recall information effectively. For older adults shopping based on brand familiarity and store preference, discovering that seemingly different products actually share the same processor and the same contamination risk is deeply unsettling. The voluntary recall indicates the company identified the problem, but that doesn't erase the reality that potentially contaminated vegetables reach store shelves and home refrigerators. Listeria can survive refrigeration, meaning products could pose risks even after proper storage. The recall affecting various vegetable products, rather than a single item, suggests broader processing or handling issues rather than an isolated incident. For consumers trying to increase vegetable intake for health benefits, learning that multiple products from a major supplier carry contamination risk makes every trip to the produce section feel like navigating a minefield of uncertainty. 2. Picked Sweet Farms. Coming in at number 2, Picked Sweet Farms faced a recall of their steamables, asparagus spears, due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. The FDA recall summary confirms Picked Sweet Farms as the brand name with asparagus as the affected product. What makes this recall particularly concerning is the product format. Steamables vegetables market themselves as the ultimate convenience, designed to go from freezer to microwave to table with minimal handling and no additional washing. For older adults managing arthritis or reduced mobility, steamable bags represent an accessible way to prepare vegetables without the physical challenges of traditional cooking methods. The discovery that these convenient products carry contamination risk feels like a cruel irony. You choose steamable vegetables specifically to make healthy eating easier, only to find that convenience potentially exposed you to foodborne illness. Asparagus already commands premium pricing compared to other frozen vegetables, making PicSweet's recall even more frustrating. Consumers pay extra for quality and convenience, expecting that higher price point reflects superior safety standards and processing protocols. Instead, the FDA recall reveals that premium pricing provides no guarantee against contamination. Listeria in a product designed for quick microwave preparation is especially problematic because many people might not heat the vegetables to temperatures sufficient to kill the bacteria, trusting that frozen vegetables are already safe to consume with minimal cooking. 1. Birds Eye. Taking the #1 spot as the most concerning vegetable brand on this list, Birds Eye issued a voluntary recall of certain broccoli tots due to potential presence of small rocks and metal fragments. The FDA recall summary confirms Birds Eye as the brand name, with frozen broccoli tots as the affected product. This isn't about bacterial contamination that proper cooking might address. This is about physical foreign objects that could cause immediate injury, particularly dangerous for older adults with dental work, difficulty swallowing, or digestive sensitivities. Birds Eye represents one of the most established names in frozen vegetables, a brand that's been in American freezers since 1930. For many older adults, Birds Eye practically invented frozen vegetables as a category, making this recall particularly shocking. The presence of rocks and metal fragments indicates serious failures in processing and quality control, the kind of basic oversights that shouldn't happen with modern food production technology. Small rocks could crack teeth, damage dental work, or pose choking hazards. Metal fragments present even more frightening possibilities, potentially causing internal injuries if swallowed. For older adults taking blood thinners or managing other health conditions, any internal injury becomes exponentially more dangerous. What makes Birds Eye's recall especially troubling is the trust factor. Generations have relied on this brand for quick, reliable frozen vegetables. Parents serve Birds Eye to their children, and those children grew up to serve it to their own families. When a brand this foundational appears on FDA recall lists for hazards this basic and preventable, it shatters confidence not just in one company, but in the entire frozen food industry. The recall of broccoli tots, a product specifically designed to make vegetables appealing and convenient, adds another layer of disappointment. These items target families trying to increase vegetable consumption in creative ways, making the presence of rocks and metal fragments feel like a betrayal of that health-conscious intention. After reviewing these 8 brands with concerning recall histories, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and uncertain about vegetable shopping altogether. But here's the reassuring truth. Not all vegetable brands carry these same risks. Some companies maintain consistently higher standards through certified organic practices and transparent sourcing. Let me show you the 4 brands that actually deliver clean, safe vegetables you can trust. 4. 365 by Whole Foods Market. Starting our safer list at number 4, the 365 by Whole Foods Market private label offers certified organic frozen vegetables that meet rigorous USDA standards. Retail product listings show USDA organic labeling for specific items like their organic peas and carrots with no salt added. That USDA organic certification isn't just a marketing phrase. It represents third-party oversight under the USDA's National Organic Program, ensuring vegetables are grown without synthetic pesticides, herbicides, or genetically modified organisms. For older adults concerned about cumulative pesticide exposure over decades of eating conventional produce, organic certification provides meaningful protection. The 365 line makes organic vegetables accessible at price points lower than premium organic brands while maintaining the same certification standards. What you're getting is straightforward frozen vegetables grown according to strict organic protocols, processed without unnecessary additives, and certified by independent third parties rather than just company promises. When you reach for that bag of 365 organic peas, you're choosing transparency and verified standards over marketing claims and corporate assurances. 3. Organic Girl. At number 3, Organic Girl brings certified organic packaged salads to the fresh produce section with a focus on simple, clean ingredients. The brand markets fresh, organic packaged salads with USDA organic labeling clearly displayed on retail listings. Ingredient lists show exactly what you'd expect: organic greens and nothing else. No preservatives, no unnecessary additives, just certified organic lettuce and salad mixes grown according to strict USDA standards. What makes Organic Girl particularly appealing for older adults is the combination of convenience and verified purity. Packaged salads offer the time-saving benefits that make healthy eating sustainable for people managing busy lives or physical limitations that make extensive food prep challenging. Organic Girl's straightforward approach resonates with consumers tired of complicated ingredient lists and vague quality claims. You're getting organic lettuce in a convenient package, certified by the USDA's National Organic Program to ensure compliance with organic standards. When you open a package of Organic Girl salad, you're getting exactly what the label promises: organic greens that support your health rather than introducing concerns. 2. Earthbound Farm. Coming in at number 2, Earthbound Farm has built a reputation on certified organic produce since pioneering the category decades ago. The company states clearly that its organic products are USDA certified organic, and they sell packaged organic greens and salads as consumer retail products found in stores nationwide. That USDA certification represents consistent commitment to organic standards across their entire product line, from field to package. What makes Earthbound Farm particularly reassuring is their focus on the organic category specifically, rather than offering organic as just one line among many conventional products. This specialization suggests deeper expertise and commitment to organic growing methods. For consumers concerned about pesticide exposure, hormone-disrupting chemicals, or simply wanting vegetables grown in healthier soil, Earthbound Farm delivers verified organic quality. The consistency matters too. When you buy Earthbound Farm repeatedly, you're getting the same certified organic standards every time, not variable quality depending on which facility processed your particular package. Earthbound Farm's organic greens taste vibrant and fresh because they're grown in rich organic soil without synthetic chemical inputs, creating vegetables that deliver nutrition the way nature intended. 1. Cascadian Farm. Taking the top spot as the best vegetable brand you can choose, Cascadian Farm represents organic frozen vegetables done right with full USDA organic certification and transparent practices. Product listings for Cascadian Farm vegetables clearly show USDA organic certification for specific items like their organic sweet potatoes. That certification comes from the USDA's National Organic Program, providing third-party oversight that ensures vegetables meet strict organic standards from growing through processing. What sets Cascadian Farm apart is their singular focus on organic frozen vegetables, rather than diluting their commitment across conventional and organic lines. The USDA organic certification prohibits synthetic pesticides, herbicides, and genetically modified organisms, meaning these vegetables grew in soil managed organically without the chemical inputs that conventional agriculture depends on. The freezing process actually preserves nutrients effectively, often better than fresh vegetables that sit in transit and storage for days before reaching your table. The peace of mind that comes with USDA organic certification cannot be overstated. You're not relying on marketing promises or trusting that a company follows safety standards. You're buying vegetables certified by independent third parties who inspect farms and verify compliance with federal organic regulations. Cascadian Farm proves that the frozen vegetable aisle can still offer genuine quality and safety for consumers who know what to look for. There you have it. 8 vegetable brands with concerning recall histories and 4 that actually deserve space in your refrigerator and freezer. Before your next grocery trip, remember to look for USDA organic certification, check recent FDA recall lists, and choose brands with transparent sourcing and consistent safety records. Your health matters too much to leave vegetable safety to chance or trust in brand nostalgia alone. If this information changed how you'll shop the produce section, I'd appreciate you sharing it with friends and family who deserve to know the truth about what they're bringing home. Thanks for watching, and here's to safer, cleaner vegetables on every plate. Thanks for watching, and here's to safer, cleaner vegetables on every plate.